At the beginning of the film, we will be introduced to a chimpanzee named Noah. Because he is growing up, Noah and the other two chimpanzees are hunting for eagle eggs. They are both named Anaya and Suna, looking for the eagle's eggs. They do a son of the rituals for all eagle clans who have reached adulthood, which later they will keep the bird as a symbol from generation to generation. And after they found the eagle's nest, there were only 3 eggs in the nest, even though at first Anaya suggested taking all the eggs, but Noah forbade it, because in egg hunting, they had to follow the applicable laws, and have to leave 1 egg. In that situation Noah gave in and offered the 2 eggs to Anaya and Suna, but not long after, he felt that there was another bird's nest in that location, even though it was very out of their reach. Noah continued trying to get the egg. Until the end. Luckily, Noah managed to survive and was able to retrieve the egg. Feeling happy, they rushed home on horseback, but suddenly they felt that someone was following them. And when they chased him, they arrived at a tunnel. Apparently the tunnel was the boundary for the eagle clan to go. Anaya dared herself to take a piece of cloth that was caught in a tree branch, and when she smelled the aroma, she said that the cloth belonged to a human. After that, they rushed back to the village. Noah turned out to be the son of the tribal chief in the village. With pride, he told his father how he got eagle eggs from the dark hillside, but at that time his father smelled the scent of the fabric Noah brought him. Even though at first he was suspicious that Noah had crossed the border, Noah convinced his father that he wouldn't cross the line of the tunnel, feeling that the aroma would harm the village. Noah's father asked his men to throw the cloth away from the village. And when night fell, Noah, who was cleaning up before going to bed, heard something from the food storage room, and when he approached him, a woman suddenly attacked him and accidentally broke Noah's egg. Because of that incident, Noah finally decided to look for another egg before dawn. But in the middle of his journey, he heard something not far from his location. And when he approached it, there was a corpse of a monkey wearing a mask at that location. And suddenly, turns out to be a subordinate eagle clan who was tasked with throwing away the cloth, fought against another monkey clan until they were killed. And not long after, a group from that clan came to the location. Quickly, Noah immediately hid. In that situation, they also found cloth that smelled of humans, and they concluded that perhaps this incident was caused by another group of monkeys collaborating with humans. Noah, who was still hiding and didn't understand anything, continued to watch them, until finally, Horse Noah suddenly appeared. That's what made the leader of the masked clan use Noah's horse as a guide. Feeling that now the village was in danger, Noah immediately followed them. But unfortunately, it was too late. The village of the Eagle clan had now been burned down. The masked clan, which still thought that humans were hiding in the village, continued to hold all the Eagle clan hostage and ransacked the village. Meanwhile, Noah, who felt that his father was still above, rushed over to him and helped save the eagle. But suddenly the commander of the masked clan caught up with them, feeling that he had to defend his tribe and territory. Their fight finally happened. Noah, who was there, tried to help his father. But unfortunately, it was useless. While saying for Caesar, the big monkey then cut the rope that was holding Noah. The next day, Noah, who woke up, was very shocked by the state of his village, which had been destroyed. His mother and all the Eagle clan had been taken by them. With a feeling of guilt, he saw the body of his father who had died, and he swore he would save and bring the Eagle clan back. By following the horse's footsteps, Noah dared to enter the tunnel. and here we will see the remains of human civilization, and not far from there, he also found his mother's fallen cloth. Feeling that his goal was right, Noah finally decided to rest. When morning arrived, Noah was surprised by his father's eagle that had been following him all this time. Noah also tried to summon the bird with the song of the eagle tribe, but apparently, Noah still couldn't control his father's eagle. Long story short, Noah continued his journey. Seeing a cloud of smoke, Noah approached him, and suddenly, Noah fell into a building, and there he met an orangutan named Raka. At first Raka thought that Noah was part of the masked clan, because Noah was carrying an electric weapon that Noah found in his village. But he convinced Raka, and explained about all the things that happened. Turns out, Raka also experienced the same thing. One of his friends who he was cremating, turned out to have been killed by the masked clan. Noah then asked Raka if he had seen a tribe from the Eagle clan, but Raka answered that he had never seen one. Raka then showed several books to Noah and he explained that a book is an object that can store several ideas with a piece of writing, and the monkeys entering the time of Caesar understood all the symbols and writings in the book. Heard the word Caesar. Noah then said that the masked clan that had killed his father and kidnapped all his clan had also mentioned Caesar's name, and asked, "Who is Caesar really?" Raka then explained, the masked clan had manipulated all the monkeys by claiming to be Caesar's successor, without them knowing what Caesar's true goals and orders were. Caesar was the leader who had taught the monkeys long before they could all speak. Caesar was always taught the monkeys to always work together and not kill each other, but after generations passed and several monkey clans were divided, who Caesar was and his orders were increasingly forgotten. Raka also explained to Noah that in the past, humans and apes lived side by side, even Caesar himself was cared for and raised by humans. After hearing the history about the beginning of monkey intelligence, Noah then asked Raka to take him outside to continue the journey, but when they arrived outside, they saw a woman who attacked Noah that night. Seeing this, Raka, who was interested in humans, and he concluded that perhaps the human had followed Noah from his village to ask for help. In the end, Raka decided to join Noah's journey to find the Eagle clan, because maybe, if the woman followed him, Raka could meet him again. And sure enough, when night came, the woman actually followed them. Raka, who had studied humans, realized that the humans were hungry. He then threw fruit at the humans, because he was hungry, then took the fruit and ate it. That's not enough. Raka also threw a cloth at the human to warm his body. Long story short, the next day, Noah intended to leave the woman, let's call her Nova. But Raka, who was still interested and adhered to Caesar's teachings, invited Nova to go with them. On their journey, they found a group of zebras drinking in the river area, and not long after, Nova saw a group of primitive humans who were also drinking in the river, and there were even more of them than the group of zebras in that river. Noah, who felt that Nova had found his kind, decided to continue the journey to find his clan, while Raka, who was still interested in humans, decided to accompany Nova. Raka then gave Noah a necklace he was wearing. But not long after Noah left, suddenly the masked clan came to capture and kill all the humans in that place. Nova, who managed to escape, decided to hide in the grass. On the other hand, Noah, who saw it, tried to save. Under those circumstances, some of the masked clan is getting closer to Nova's hideout, while Nova herself sees Noah from a distance, who is also looking for her. Because there is no other choice, she stands up and calls out to Noah, then runs towards him. Even though Noah had difficulties, Raka finally came at the right time. After feeling safe, they let go of their horses to divert their attention. At that time Noah said to Raka that actually Nova had called his name when he was about to be caught.
I have a name.
The fact is, it turns out that Nova has been pretending to be silent all this time just to be safe from being chased by the masked clan. The woman introduces herself as May. Some of the normal human species like May have apparently been exterminated and made subordinates of the masked clan leader, Proximus. May too told Noah that he knew where the masked clan's headquarters were, where they held all the eagle tribes. Knowing all that, finally the three of them rushed towards there, and when they passed a bridge, it turned out there were several masked clans waiting for them under the bridge. Not quite there, it turned out to be Noah and the others had fallen into the commander's trap. Gorilla Raka get carried away by the current and disappeared. Meanwhile Noah himself witnessed it all under the circumstances, the helpless. Resignedly, the two of them were now taken by the guerrilla commander to the masked clan headquarters. When they got there, May was taken into a room and met another normal human. While Noah finally met Suna and also his mother. Here, we will be shown several monkeys who were made slaves, including a tribe from the Eagle clan, were forced to open a very large gate, and not long after, a leader emerged who claimed to be Caesar's successor, Proximus.
What a wonderful day!
Proximus' goal is to open the gate of the bunker, just to be able to master and study the technology and weapons of previous humans. He was able to find out all this after finding a map and information from Trevathan, the humans he worked with all this time. With who knows how many attempts. Proximus asked all his men to work to open the gate, by pulling it with a chain and also setting it on fire. The gate didn't move at all. After failing, Proximus asked the monkeys to work again and do the same thing tomorrow. On the other hand, May, who is now with Trevathan, said that all these things must be stopped, because if the monkeys mastered and learned the technology in it, human life will truly become extinct. But here Trevathan says, if indeed human life is already extinct, and he suggests to May to be able to accept the reality and asks May to take part in being part of the history that will be rebuilt. On the other hand, Noah, who is still confused about what is happening, tells Suna what he experienced, that it turns out that all the things they have known from their ancestors have not been able to explain who humans really are, and what is happening to the world. This was before. Not long after, Noah was approached by the guerrilla commander who invited him to meet Proximus. There, he met again with May and also Trevathan. Proximus' purpose in calling Noah was only to find out more about who and the purpose of May actually. Proximus too explained to Noah about who and the true nature of humans. In fact, May's initial goal in following Noah was just to be able to reach the bunker, because it turned out that on her previous trip, May and other humans were separated because they were attacked by Proximus men, and this was proven, through the map they got, from the human body they killed, and that map leads directly to the bunker where they are now.
It is not yours.
Proximus then asked Noah if he knew about the bunker and how to get into it, but Noah answered, May didn't tell him anything at all. Hearing that, Proximus grabbed Noah and said, that humans really can't be trusted. They will do anything for their own benefit without thinking about others. After that meeting, Noah became even more confused about the situation he now had to live in, that his clan had been taken over by Proximus and was going to build a monkey kingdom. But when he saw the necklace Raka had given him, he remembered again. With his words, if the law what Caesar wanted, is not what Proximus is currently living. In other words, Proximus has abused his power for his own ambition. When Noah realized all that, his father's eagle suddenly arrived, and perched on Noah's arm, which indicates that Noah's goal is to free the eagle tribe from Proximus' power. He will soon carry it out. And when night fell, when Trevathan was going to teach Proximus a lesson, Noah suddenly came over to May and demanded an explanation of what had really happened and what his purpose had been all this time. In that situation, May explained that he wanted it from the start Noah's help to reach the bunker. This was done to be able to retrieve a special book that can restore the ability to speak in humans. Noah then asked, is it true that in the past, humans and apes could live side by side, and May also explained that before the simian virus attacked and made all the apes able to talk, humans lived more dominantly and the apes only lived like other animals. Feeling that May was telling the truth, Noah then agreed to help May get into the bunker and get the special book that May meant, and in exchange, Noah asked for May's help to blow up and sink the bunker to save the Eagle tribe. With that plan, Noah then invited Anaya and Suna to help him. At first, Anaya was afraid to help Noah, but when Noah and the others were going to climb the dam to install explosives, Anaya suddenly came after them. After they managed to climb the dam and were installing explosives, Trevathan suddenly came and said that all this would only make Proximus even more angry. Seeing that, May tried to convince him that the place where Trevathan is not on Proximus' side. Trevathan, who thinks realistically, tells May. May's fantasy of being able to change things like the past is very ridiculous, and he decides to immediately tell Proximus, but suddenly because no choice on the other hand, May decided to kill Trevathan and throw his body into the sea. After that, they continued their plan to get into the bunker by climbing the cliff. With great difficulty, they finally succeeded in climbing the steep cliff. After they all managed to get inside, May led them through all the rooms, until finally, they found an electric power switch that could light up all the rooms in the bunker. After that, May found a map that shows all the interior rooms the bunker. Knowing that, May asked Noah and the others to wait, while she herself will look for the special book she was looking for, and it didn't take long. May finally found a room containing weapons and an object like a hard disk that he has been looking for all this time. On the other hand, Noah, who was waiting, accidentally found a picture book about zoos, and from there, Noah finally found out all the truth about history, and what Raka and May said turned out to be true. Humans are creatures most dominant on Earth. Not long after, May came to invite them to leave. And when they were about to leave through the front gate, Proximus and the guerrilla commander were waiting for them. With disbelief, at first Proximus looked happy because the gate had opened, but here he felt that Noah had tried to act first and was trying to betray him. Realizing this, Proximus then took Suna hostage and asked Noah to kill May. With the increasingly chaotic situation, suddenly took out a gun and shot at the monkey who was holding Suna hostage. The monkeys who saw the incident were very shocked, felt that their lives were threatened. Proximus then invited May to leave, and he asked whether there were still some weapons like that in the bunker. Heard what it said that Proximus makes May even more in a dilemma, because if all these weapons can be controlled by the monkeys, war will happen and humans will become completely extinct. That's why May decided to betray Noah and blow up the dam early before Noah can evacuate all the Eagle tribes. In the chaos that occurred, Noah tried to save all his tribe by directing them up to the top floor of the bunker. But apparently, the guerrilla commander managed to climb up and follow Noah. But with his ingenuity, Noah lured the commander gorilla into a narrow gap and managed to trap him. At first, Noah thought he had brought all his tribe to a safe place, but suddenly, Proximus turned out to have been there first and intended to kill Noah, in a state of life and death. Noah was finally able to sing his father's eagle song. With the joint power of the Eagle tribal clan, Noah finally succeeded in summoning all the birds, Eagle to attack Proximus, and this caused Proximus to fall and die. After that, Noah led the Eagle tribe to return home and rebuild their village. Several days passed. May was seen approaching Noah's village to say goodbye, but just in case, May still held a gun in her hand. Behind her back, It indicates, May still didn't trust Noah because he had betrayed him. In that meeting, Noah asked May whether what Raka said about humans and apes being able to live side by side was the truth, but May answered, he didn't know. Noah then gave Raka's necklace to May, and said that it was a very important Caesar symbol for Raka. At the end of the film, the life of the Eagle tribe ends happily with the leadership of Noah, who has rebuilt his village, while May is seen heading somewhere, where it turns out that the place is a settlement of normal humans who have reason and intelligence. In fact, May were assigned to retrieve the hard drive stored in the bunker, and when the hard drive was returned to human hands, they tried to reboot the system and activate all the satellites that could connect them with other humans around the world.
Is anyone there?
This